budget problems. Because of Prop 13, we never really got caught up, and we finally did get control of the budget so that my successors could spend it, which always seemed unfair to me. But one of the things we did was face off with the Sheriff's Department. They were running the jail. It was very expensive. And so we decided to save $2 million to the mental health program. This was the motivation. We created the Department of Corrections, and we managed to not close all the mental health services that otherwise would have been. It was an epic battle. But of course, now I'm in Congress, and I think everybody here is a keen observer. You're psychologists, so that you have a lot of knowledge of what's going on. And it's not going that well, honestly. Let's be frank. I mean, we have, in my judgment, obviously this is my point of view, but we have an executive that is engaging in sort of chaotic behavior that is pretty much unprecedented. And of course, read the Constitution. Nowhere in the Constitution does it talk about political parties, but of course, both the House and Senate are organized along political lines, and right now, the Republicans ran the table. They've got the majority in the Senate, the House, and of course, the White House. And so we've seen really very little willingness in the Congress to stand up to the president. And I realize that is, it's difficult when it's a president of your own party, but I always thought in all my many years in Congress with both Democratic and Republican presidents that you ought to be consistent no matter who's in the White House. And I'll give you just a brief example. I'm very concerned about the state of war and peace in the world, and the fact that we are still engaging and actually expanding our military efforts without any authorization, as the Constitution requires. When Barack Obama was president of the United States, he said, and I thought that he made a mistake when he did this, that there was a red line, and that if Syria used chemical weapons, they would cross that red line. And then, of course, the Syrian government did use chemical weapons, and he decided that he was going to bomb them. Well, maybe that's a good idea, maybe it's not a good idea, but the president doesn't have the authority to start bombing countries without a vote of the Congress. And so several of us worked together the letter to the president saying you need to come to the Congress and get a vote. And if this is a good idea, the Congress will be on board, but you can't just do that under the Constitution. And I remember there was a majority of Democrats who signed that letter and a majority of Republicans who signed that letter. And in the end, he decided not to proceed with the bombing. Fast forward to President Trump. Syria uses chemical weapons. He decides to bomb them, and I go to the same people who signed the letter, same situation, and I took the same words out of the original letter to President Obama. And of the 116 Republicans who signed the letter to Obama, only a handful would sign the letter to President Trump. And I thought, this is something that's wrong here, because the Constitution doesn't change depending on what party the president is and what party you are. And that's something that we see throughout the House, just an unwillingness really to be consistent and to stand up in many cases to oversight and to what the Constitution and even good morals require of us. I work on a lot of things.